Welcome. Today we are going to discuss the three main food hazards: physical, chemical, and biological. These are important because they can all result in serious injury or even death. First, let's define physical hazard. Physical hazard is any item that can choke, cut, or otherwise injure a customer. There are two types of physical hazard: natural, which can include bones from fish, fruit pits, and seeds like those found in apples. First, let's define physical hazard. Physical hazard is any item that can choke, cut, or otherwise injure a customer. There are two types of physical hazard: natural, which can include bones from fish, fruit pits, and seeds like those found in apples. A regular physical hazard can include accidental glass or pieces from a metal equipment like a wire scrub brush in a food item. Chemical hazards can occur when chemicals are placed or used near food items. Move small appliances out of the way when spraying chemicals and cleaning. Never store food and chemicals together. Keep chemicals in its original containers and clearly labeled. A safety data sheet should be located in all facilities that uses potential harmful chemicals to clean and disinfect. A safety data sheet, it will explain how to properly use a chemical, what PPE you should wear while using the chemical, how to properly store all chemicals in a unit, precautions needed, and any fire or reactivity hazards. Biological hazards are organisms that make people sick when eaten. This is the most common cause of foodborne illnesses. There are three main categories of food pathogens: bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Fungi is not often included, but I feel like it should be. Some pathogens we are most commonly dealing with currently are Listeria, a bacteria that can cause an infection and commonly found in soft cheeses, deli meats, hot dogs, and raw sprouts. Salmonella, a bacteria most commonly found in undercooked poultry that can cause foodborne illnesses such as diarrhea and fever. And E. coli, a bacteria that is found in undercooked meats and raw vegetables. There are three common culprits to foodborne illnesses. Poor personal hygiene. Many people don't realize that hand sanitizer should be used on clean hands. If your hands are visibly soiled, you should use soap and water. Time and temperature abuse happens when you have improper holding temps, cooling, cooking, and reheating of foods, leading to the growth of bacteria. Cross contamination can happen when you mix cooked and undercooked foods. All right, let's test your knowledge. Listeriosis is A, symptom, B, infection, C, cough, D, all of the above. B, listeriosis is an infection that happens when infected by listeria. Staphylococcus aureus is most often transmitted by a food handler with uncovered sore on hand, B, using a contaminated object, C, sneezing or coughing, D, all of the above. D, Staphylococcus aureus, staph, is a bacterium commonly found on the skin and in the nose. An example of a physical hazard: a bleach bottle on the counter next to the food, B, kitchen scissors on cutting board, C, a small piece of glove found in the food, D, all of the above. C, a physical hazard is any item that can choke, cut, or otherwise injure a customer. An example of a natural physical hazard: A, hair found in a served dish, B, a fish bone in filet fish, C, a small piece of glove found in the food, D, all of the above. B, a natural physical hazard is any item naturally found in the prepared food that can cause injury to a customer. Pits and peaches and avocados and seeds found in apples or oranges are some examples. An example of a chemical hazard: A, spraying the counter with cleaner that has food on it. B, putting bleach into a new container with no label. C, storing a bottle of chemicals on a bottom shelf next to closed bag rice. D, all of the above. D, never store food and chemicals together and never use chemicals next to foods. What does SDS mean? A, safety done sheet. B, safety duty sheet. C, safety data sheet. D, all of the above. C, SDS is short for safety data sheet. What does SDS tell you? A, how to label a chemical. B, how to store chemicals. C, any physical health, fire, or reactivity hazard. D, all of the above. D, SDS contains important information about using chemicals safely. How do you help prevent the spread of disease? A, following policy and procedure. B, working hard but carefully. C, washing your hands. D, all of the above. C, proper hand washing is extremely important in preventing disease. What are the three main categories of food hazards? A, metal, chemicals, and bones. B, physical, chemical, and natural. C, biological, chemical, and physical. D, all of the above. The answer is C. Can you use hand sanitizer when working with food? A, yes, after cleaning chicken, meats, and vegetables. B, yes, only on clean hands. C, yes, if there is no soap and water available. D, all of the above. B, hand sanitizer should be used on clean hands only. And just an FYI, all facilities need to have clean running water for all of its employees and customers. So, how many did you get right? Drop it in the comments below. Thank you for tuning into Food Safety Manager Review with Nurse Nikki's Coconut Cakes. Our reviews are intended to help you get a better understanding on what you need to know in order to pass your Food Safety Manager certification test. It is not intended to replace the training needed in order to get your certification. Feel free to reach out to us on YouTube or TikTok if you have any questions. Don't forget, all the flavor minus the frosting.